I was born and raised here. I think I'm the 10th generation of a Marshfield Hills family living here. I'm the last of the Halls to live here because all of my children live elsewhere. 2 in Milton and 1 in Marblehead, so they're not that far away, but I'm the end of the line among the Marshfield Halls. The first one was a person named Luke Hall, who was a Tory, and he favored the crown on the American Revolution rather than the Patriots. And so he was in disgrace for a time, moved to Canada to be with his people, and then came back here to live and die in Marshfield, and he's the first of the Marshfield Halls, and this goes back to the Revolutionary War. And then we have many generations, 10 since then. Most of the houses in Marshfield Hills at one time or other were lived in by ancestors of mine. It's just a fact. It has no significance at all. It's just a coincidence. I grew up in Marshfield Hills at the corner of Pleasant Street and Old Main. And you know, that was right in the middle of Hall Rogers country right there. My mother was a Rogers. So in a sense, I've abandoned Marshfield Hills to move over to the place where Marshfield Hills meets North Marshfield, namely Spring Street. I think it was a good place to grow up. I went to Marshfield High School, class of 1949, and we had 20 people in our graduating class, 9 boys and 11 girls. And 4 of the 9 boys were named Richard. And most of us went on to college, and two of us, Richard Nunnally and myself, went to Dartmouth. And then I went on to Amos Tuck School, the Dartmouth Business School, and graduated from there in 1954, and went in the Navy for 3 years, served in the Supply Corps aboard ships, and then came back and married and went to work at Scudder, Stevens & Clark, an investment counseling firm, and stayed there for 30 years, and then hung out my own shingle here about 30 years ago, and here we are. We have 3 children. Jonathan Hall is a TV anchor, Channel 7, you may have heard of him. My second son, David, is in real estate in Milton, and my daughter, my 3rd child, is married to a real estate guy, and they live in Marblehead. We're very proud of them. Lots of grandchildren and a couple of great-grandchildren. Well, yes, I'm never really retired. I'm in the, you can't stop investing if you get in that. I have a few clients still, nothing of any importance, but I keep up. I'm in pretty good shape for the shape I'm in, so it feels good. I'm looking forward to the next era of my life, whatever it brings. I was moderator of the town for 7 or 8 years, I guess, in the 1980s, and I've been on many, many committees, building committees and search committees. January of '58, we met at 100 Memorial Drive at a cocktail party, and we were the 2 tallest people in the room. So our eyes met over the heads of a lot of other people, and that's how we met. Married in 1959, so we've been married 58 years. Well, I think I'm proudest of my children. I think we have 3 very successful children, not just financially successful, but accomplishments and good family situations, and grandchildren that are being very well brought up, in our opinion, so we're very proud of all of that. That would probably represent our #1 accomplishment. That's your best legacy, the people you leave behind.